scraping my life out of a sugar bowl. My love for you's corrupt. Write down the words and then I snort them up. When will I love someone? Oh, when will someone be mine? I'm 40 grand in the hole. Gotta open it up and let my yearning shine. Hours that I have slept, diving down like a narcolept, surrendering to joy, standing in line, a teriyaki boy. When will I love someone? When will someone be mine? I'm 40 grand in the hole. Gonna open it up and let my yearning shine. When will I hear the click? When will I know that it is time to split? What is the use of it? What is a life without my heart at risk? When will I love someone? Oh, when will someone be mine? I'm 40 grand in the hole. Gonna open it up and let my yearning shine. Hey, I'm Gravity Groove. This is Not Safe for Work Magic. And today we're playing a little more standard. We are continuing to try to nail down a Sultai brew that we like, but there are a lot of different directions to go. The first one I played was no companion and heavily counterspell and discard focused. It felt reasonable, but when we tried to scale that up to include Yorion in it, the thing that bothered me most was it didn't have a lot of very good hits for Yorion. It still had the 4 Omens, and it had the Tamios, but it didn't have the Cavaliers, it didn't have the Atreus, it didn't have the Risen Reefs. It just didn't have a lot of good hits to really justify Yorion being in the deck, other than a 4/5 flyer, which is fine. But to try to optimize Yorion, much like the Jeskai Luka deck and several of the other Jeskai variants are, we included some more good targets. We cut one of our sweepers out of the main. We just have 3 extinction events now. We had, I believe we had 2 and 2 split of Ritual and Extinction, so we split that up now. We're still working out which of these tools is sort of the superior tools and how many of them we need. We have 6 main deck counterspells, which my other build has, I believe, 10 main deck counterspells. I believe it has 4 negates, or 4 neutralizes, 2 or 3 disdainful strokes, and 2 Thassa's interventions, something to that effect. And it also has quite a bit of discard in it. Rather than having our discard package here, we have Growth Spiral, Omen of the Seas, and Heartless Act to try to keep us alive. 2 extinction events is not a ton in an 80 card deck, so we are giving up some definite percentage points against the aggro matchup. Thankfully, in the sideboard, we do get to bring in 4 Cries, a Need to Extinction, a Ritual of Soot, a Heartless Act. I actually think we probably want 2 Ritual of Soots in there. And we also have some more counter magic, which is great. So we're going to give this one a shot. See how it does today. I am, I believe, Diamond now. Largely off the back of Mono Black Obosh. I enjoyed this deck. It's not powerful in the same way that the Jeskai Luka decks, or basically all the Conqueror's Death Fire decks are. But the fact that it's fast, when it gets a good draw, it's pretty irrepressible. I enjoy the fact that the pace of the games is quite a bit more expedient. Like, if I'm going to win, I'm going to do it quickly. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to do it quickly, and I'm down with that.
Take your marks. Set.
So today is the 7th. It's also the 57th day of quarantine for us here. We've got potential Omen into Uro. Seems reasonable. Need to hit some lands here, but this could certainly be worse. Okay, so we have our Omen of the Sea for sure here. Yep. Gots to love them mirrors. Okay, so we want both of these then? We draw this, gives us a double green, and yeah, we want both of these. Green, green gives us this. Yeah, we want both of these. Let's take them all. So we can play the swamp next turn. Uro, slam one of the lands, have the lands to either Cavalier or Tamio. And then we're only one land away from Casualties of War.
I know my responsibility.
We have our buddy here, Draminas by Counter Magic.
I have a plan.
He is currently on the endangered species list. So we probably want to play Cavalier of Thorns now because we want to get to Casualties of War mana as quickly as possible.
This might be a bad idea.
Especially if they drop fires here.
My breath for thoughtfulness before
Really,
action.
really being punished for being on the draw here. What's our mana like? We've got 2 black sources. Guess it doesn't matter that much.
I've got it.
So we'll swing at the Teferi. Oh no, we're gonna get Conquer's Death.
Keep an open mind.
That makes this quite a bit less good, huh? Land, Planeswalker, Enchantment.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
So we just 3-for-1 them, but it doesn't feel like we're ahead really at all. Which is overwhelmingly the problem with this deck.
There
Should have
are
just
so
Yorion
many
and
mysteries
quicker
to
than
uncover.
Narset.
I have just the trick for
That was
this.
stupid. And still getting incredibly punished here by just being on the draw. We could Uro. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could Uro and Tamio, couldn't we? Green, green, blue, blue. No. I like playing this out because if they don't have another exile piece for it and they just shatter it, we get Casualty of War back, which threatens to basically wipe their board up again. So, I mean, if he Yorion's here, it's fine for us. He's going to fires, Yorion, blink the fires, and cast a third spell, which is the problem here. He's going to have 15 mana this turn, which is part of why the game is just unbearably fucked up.
Hone your prowess.
He's also drawn 800 free cards off of Narset, which is, you know, just great. Now that he's got the Conqueror's Death, we're probably screwed. We just can't win. Yep. Also, next card is Casualties of War. Game's over. And this is why Standard sucks dick. This deck, this combination of cards, Teferi, Elspeth Conqueror's Death, Yorion, these are all just incredibly, incredibly oppressive effects that are extremely hard to get around and virtually impossible to get out from under once they're on the field. Huh. I guess. Kinda suspected. Let's hope he doesn't have another one for the reef, though. That would be painful. God damn it. Be nice to be fucking lucky. Yep. Must be nice to be fucking lucky. Double Disdainful Stroke in an 80 card deck. I mean, what were the fucking odds that he had it? We even played around the first one for our primary card like a champ. Still got fucked over. He has the superior land here, which is pretty bad for us. So this is just Jeskai Luca. I'm starting to see Omen of the Sun in some of these builds. I don't know if it's better than the build we're using, but it does buy them a lot of time against aggro, which is quite annoying. Yeah, he has all the lands he needs to just bury us now. Not getting any gas here. Becoming a problem. There we go. Our best line would be we cast Uro, they try to Conquer's Death, and we have a counter for it. We probably should have let that go, honestly. What do we have out here? We have everything we need. Sure, counterspell me. Yeah, it would have been nice if that was a card. Dead to Luca now. Dead to Luca, our Agent of Treachery. he has enough to Yorion too. Wow. Yep, same thing that beat us game 1. The interaction between Yorion and Conquer's Death. If you were wondering if that was broken, wonder no more. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Great. The card he top decked was Shark Typhoon. Yep. We're dead. Casualties of War, I guess, one time. Must be nice being lucky, chat. Must be nice being lucky. We are not it. So as you can see here, this deck is largely unbeatable. There's virtually no access to interact with it that it isn't just strictly superior than anything else you could possibly be doing. You saw how in multiple scenarios we were first locked out of a counter battle with Teferi, and we were second strictly just value mangled by the interaction between Yorion and Elspeth Conquer's Death. They didn't even get a chance to get into their agent strategy of just stealing all my stuff, and the deck just felt completely unbeatable. Casualties of War really just doesn't do anything in this matchup. Interacting with their threats after they've hit the field just doesn't feel like it matters. So I think I'm off Casualties of War entirely. I don't think it's a viable card in this, in how corrosive this meta is. It's not a viable card. So we'll go up, Typhoon. We'll go up, Mystic Dispute. We'll put a Disdainful Stroke in the main. Which gives us access to 4 main deck counter spells. Let's actually make that a Thassa's Intervention for the potential upside in the long game. Yeah, I mean, if the deck you're playing isn't beating the Jessica Luca deck, don't play it. At the very least, the aggro deck has a decent shot, but yeah, if you're not beating it commandingly, don't play it. We're in a meta right now where you just kind of have to play to beat that deck because it's like tier 0 at this point. I think we can try this. This is going to be a matchup where game 1 we probably lose, but game 2 we get to bring in a bunch of Cry the Carnariums and stuff, and it should be good. We are kind of comically flooded at the moment. Okay, our opponent kept the 1-lander. That's good for us. So, cut the Mystic Disputes, bring in all the Cries. Cut the Mythos, it's probably too slow. Cut the Intervention. Bring in the Heartless. Bring in the Soot, bring in the Soot. Bring in the Noise, the Funk. cut a neutralize. See, and this is the one match where I would actually want the stupid casualties of war, just to be able to kill the Witcher 7. Let's try this. I think our primary path to victory here is the Shark Typhoon. Okay. That's fine too. Someone even more frustrated than us. Like that could happen. Yeah, okay. Dispute on 2, neutralize on 3. Looks like Sultai discard. Oh no. It's probably Reclamation. Reclamation is a deck that seems like it has a good matchup against Yorion, the Jessica Yorion deck. Cool. Well, if that wouldn't have gotten disputed, we would have been able to counter future Reclamation, but now... Yep, we need land. We need land pretty badly. These Reclamation decks tend to be very hybridized. God damn it. Between flash strategies and Reclamation, they have a good amount of angles to attack from. And the fact that we're missing land here could just mean we're SOL, you know? That's shit out of luck for those at home who haven't heard that acronym before. Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Good lord, man. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. This is a 38 land deck. What the what the actual fuck? I mean, what the actual fuck? It's a 38 land deck. Jesus Christ almighty. It's a 38 land deck. Like, I mean, we can't possibly win now because we can't defend ourselves. We've got this counter magic, but it doesn't fucking matter because we've drawn so piss poorly. Yep. Got one turn to try it next turn. But we're almost certainly dead here. So incredibly unlucky, chat. So incredibly unlucky. Hit me, dealer. Yep. So counter wars here with a lot of flash threats. We're gonna want our instant speed spells. We're gonna want the thought distortion. We want to get rid of some of our slower things here. Extinction event. We'll leave a couple in case the Flash Wolf gets down, gets out of control. We already have disputes, neutralizes, and one Thassa's intervention. We probably want a couple more counter spells, but what are the cuts? What are the cuts? Risen Reef doesn't seem like it does much in this match. Gosh, we got screwed on land that turn. That game. Huh. As much as I want to keep this, I don't think we can. We'll grab an island next so we can potentially neutralize and stroke in the same turn. So now we could cast this and still be able to hold up stroke or negate. Sure. Okay. If he doesn't remove this, though, we get to do this. And we did leave 2 extinction events. I think we bottomed 1, but interesting. punked me out. Negate my negate. Yep. Well, we're in a pretty bad way now. We're losing the counter battles. And Night Pack Ambusher is just going to get bigger and bigger. Lost our primary threat. Man, we're just clinically unlucky. First game we didn't even get to play because of how badly our land draw went. This game we're just being out-countered in every exchange. And now we're just dead on the stack. Yep. Well, having great games today. Good thing we're at the rank floor. Let's try one more, and then we'll call this deck a dead animal. This is just not working out. You know, we're trying, but it's just what is it? It's yeah, that's what it is. It's a bomb. So, we lost to Reclamation. We lost to Jeskai Loris. Or Jeskai Luca. Now we're going to lose to Loris. We've got no blue here, so this is an easy pitch. Not great, but we're keeping it. Pitch one of these temples. If they're the cycling Lurus deck, this could be useful later, but you know, we're just looking for lands, I think. Okay, so they're the oh, they are the cycling one. Okay, so our counter spells are the most important thing for us to find here. We should have played that and got a blue. That was a punt. That was a big old punt. So we'll Atreus next turn. And probably Cav the turn after that. Honestly, just hoping we draw into a counter spell. This is manageable for right now. At least it's not a fox. You'd be dying to a fox a lot faster. We do get to bring in a lot of removal against this deck, game 2. And Cry is fantastic against this deck. Even if this is just lands, is that okay? chose the one card because I figured flipping more into the bin with Uro is fine, and perhaps we were going to get, you know, double land handed there. Okay, so we get a forest, get our Cavalier, see if we're dead yet. Which, I mean, if they have Zenith Sun, we're just probably dead next turn. Looking for another blue source here. Yeah, he's got 8 cyclers. I don't think we're exactly dead, but we're very, very, very close. He's doing the math. Yeah, and without getting any of our removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't breeding pool and have neutralize up, so well, guess we're countering that. Looking pretty dead here. We need Extinction Event off the top. Oh no, we're just dead, right? Yep. Yep. Not much of a match there. Now we get to put all these cries in. Ritualist Soot. Take out these disputes. Take out these. Trim some of the slower cards. And still got the neutralizes. Probably want stroke. And seems all right. Gonna go 0-3 today, it feels like. But that's magic. It's completely random bullshit. Feels good. Didn't even cast his Loris against us. Didn't even need it. So you well, we didn't get foxed on turn 1. That's awesome. So we might have a game to play here. So we'll play the other Risen Reef. Okay, didn't expect that. Huh. Well. Do need some win conditions here. So you already got triple green, so I guess we'll grab a island. Weird that he would cycle that rather than play it out. I think I'll actually just block here. Will I? No. Taking a ton of damage to this one stinger, aren't I? Okay. Really aggressively killing my Risen Reefs, huh? Need to hit our Uros or some counter magic pretty soon here. We're just dead in the water. Well, if he just has a second one, we're probably dead. Didn't get to play a game again here. Huh. There's an Uro, but it's probably too late. So you've seen a particularly bad set today. We tried a Sultai sort of control Yorion build here. And once again, as we thought on this channel, just strictly inferior to Jeskai Luka. Does not have the same quality of tools to interact with other decks. We lost to everything under the sun today, which is not necessarily an indication that a deck is bad. We could have just run bad, and to some degree we did. But I feel as though these Sultai decks just aren't doing what you need to be doing, because counter magic is so unreliable at the moment against virtually all but the cycling deck. And even then, we didn't get the counter magic when we needed it and died anyway. I would not advocate playing Sultai Yorion. It's just not a good enough deck. Until some bans happen, then maybe there'll be some diversity in the meta. But right now, if we're even losing to the fucking joke deck that is cycling, I can't advocate playing Sultai. Like, and if you play cycling, you're kind of a dick, right? Like, you know that. Like, you know you're kind of a dick. But I can't even blame you, because the meta is so fucking cancerous that, like... Who cares at this point? Like, you know, if people are shanking people in the line in Walmart, like, and you bring out a rocket launcher, who's the bad guy? I don't know. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. I'm sorry these sets sucked so much today, but you know, you're watching the same game I am. We're just trying to not make play mistakes and play the best we can with what we're drawing. And other than one missequencing of our land, I think we didn't have any punts. So sometimes you just can't win, man. I've been Gravity Groove. Thanks for sticking around and watching this show. I'll catch you later. Boom. Later. Throw it up.